EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Rams defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Looking to throw. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Rams, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Ayuk certainly established himself last year as a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL. He produced a 1st down on over 80% of his receptions. And so far, he's picked right up where he left off as he earns a new set of downs for this offense. And keep an eye on him. He can also find the end zone as well.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Here's a diving catch right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go with Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Gets through and now an opening.
Still on his feet.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Second and 6. Purdy looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And the Rams at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In motion left, that's Cooper.
Here's Purdy.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Williams.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now Purdy.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Purdy from the gun. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now 2nd and 9. And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Purdy.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9. Throwing quickly there, but it...
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Purdy will throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, babe.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit. Football, unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel down.
Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the roll. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill and Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Do like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry D.O. be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all the be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause there ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. Oh, my whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious. Do you really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to